Hey everyone, and welcome back to They Said What with Mama's Uncut, where we talk about all of the celebrity gossip we have covered on our website. Again, we got Lisa and Mindy. You guys ready to talk some celeb gossip?
Yep.
All right, let's get started. Let's talk about this Will Smith, Chris Rock fiasco. Because I'm just like, the more I write about this and the more detail, like the more confusing it truly is. Like, for a minute there, I forgot how like close of friends Will Smith and Chris Rock are. Like, they've been like a part of each other's careers since back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so it's odd to me that like Will Smith absolutely knows who Chris Rock is. And like, I feel like if you're close friends with a comedian, you almost give them like,
that's almost like more harassment, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So like, I think that's why we saw Will Smith like laughing at first when the whole thing happened. And then he like panned over to Jada and Jada was not having any of it. And he was like, oh crap. And then I think he like quickly spiraled because he had like a total of a minute to like do something about it. And he picked the very wrong thing to do.
But did he just have a minute though?
That's true.
Could he have talked about this later with Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Or had his wife do it?
Right. Why did he pick that? Right?
Like, I don't know.
Like, what in his brain totally farted to make him think that like going up in front of 25 million Americans, another 100 million worldwide, pummeling his good friend made any sense whatsoever.
Like, he should have done what Kanye did and just stolen the mic.
Right.
And talked about like, my wife has an autoimmune disease. Not cool, bro.
Yeah.
And then Chris might have got some booze and the thing would have been over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like, he has taken Kanye's place as the most infamous interruption in award show history.
Okay, but Will Smith has been this like pinnacle of
kumbaya,
self-awareness, of like
of self-awareness, of good behavior, of like accountability.
Yes. Like, that's why I'm confused.
Their whole red table talk and we have this enlightened relationship and blah blah blah. Like, how do you go from that to punching somebody?
I have a hot take and I don't know if I should publicly say it, but I truly feel, and look, I'm a supporter of women, but like, I think Jada has put him through the ringer in terms of their relationship. With the whole August thing, like, I think there's just like this big lead up, like, they have like this enlightened relationship where they're open about infidelities and things like that. But we recently wrote an article about how he came out and he was like, there was no infidelity in our relationship, but they had an entire hour-long red table talk about infidelity. So like, I don't know if maybe he's like having a hard time coping with what is actually going on in his personal life. But like, this whole situation is very bizarre.
Yeah. My husband saw it.
Oscar's going to be taken away because there's now reports that they're investigating the whole situation. And the Academy has a code of conduct. And if you break that code of conduct, you get your Oscar taken away.
Yikes.
Oh God. I mean,
that would be crazy. So my husband saw it, and as a guy, he was like, something's going on with him. He's like, I don't know what it is, but like, he's like, something's going on.
Maybe he has CTE.
Because I'm like looking at it as like a wife and thinking like, yes, I want my husband to defend me, but I don't want him to defend me with his fists unless somebody's actually fighting us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people took issue with his acceptance speech and he says love makes you do crazy things. And
that's not
maybe not the best thing to say.
That's like an abuser thing to say. Like,
yes. Yeah.
No, that speech was very awkward to listen to.
It was strange. Chris Rock isn't pressing charges, at least not right now. And apparently, according to P. Diddy, I don't know how he threw himself into this situation.
I love it. I want more names thrown in.
He said that during the after party, they made amends. However, according to other reports, they were at 2 separate after parties. So how they made amends, I don't know.
Air 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it's a bad look. And I saw it and I was like, this could be a bad turning point in his career.
It really could be. And it was supposed to be, and I did like
what pinnacle. Like,
yes, like this is his first Oscar, and he has been in the industry for 30 years at this point. And I mean, Denzel said something, the devil comes for you at your highest point.
Yeah. Quite literally.
And I think he like very much let this happen. Like, he's a grown man. He should be able to handle himself a little bit more. But
yeah, it was crazy.
And ladies, if anyone ever compares you to G.I. Jane, you take that as the highest form of a compliment that you can be giving.
Yeah.
If you have seen G.I. Jane, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And look, I get it.
Badass in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jada probably didn't want to shave her head.
Probably not. She probably has a lot of feelings about it.
Right. And I get that. Yeah. And I think it's fine if Jada rolled her eyes. Like, she's allowed to do that. If she doesn't like a joke, she doesn't have to like it. But like, it was that weird sense of communication between the two of them. Like, Will was like, I immediately now have to defend her because she didn't like this joke. But like, it's what comedians do. Like, what Chris Rock did was nothing out of the ordinary than like what the 3 hosts were doing. Yeah. Like, they called out
Ricky Gervais has said some really terrible
things. I mean, like in the beginning when they did their open monologue, like they basically told Nicole Kidman that she didn't do a good job playing Lucille Ball, despite the fact that she was nominated for an Oscar. So I mean, I think you just gotta kind of roll with the punches in this situation. And
I think the best.
It was a slap. Okay, I want to address that situation too, because I was one of the first people to write this story, and it sounded like a punch.
It sounded like a punch to me too.
That punch, and everybody's very upset with me that our very first article, I wrote the word punch and not slap. But my God,
it sounded like a punch, and really from the angle, it was weird. You couldn't see.
I have a bigger issue. Like, who slaps another guy if you're not a woman?
See, that's another thing that we should talk about.
If I'm gonna hit a guy, I'm closed fist also.
Yeah.
It was very obvious that while he was walking on stage, Will Smith had the peace of mind to be like, what can I do in this moment that might not be as bad? I'm gonna
open it up.
Hand.
A bitch slap is better?
I guess so. Like, I don't know. The whole situation is bizarre.
See, the thing is if I can imagine he looked over, maybe Jada, like, this is worst case scenario. If my husband saw me tearing up because of something someone said to me and I was on national television, that'd probably really upset him, right? Yeah. I would look at him and I'd be like, no, like, I'm going to go talk to him afterwards. And I'm going to make a statement about this, and I'm not going to let this be, I think that's what a woman would want. I mean, I'm speaking broadly, but
feel bad for the Williams family too, because I mean, he won for a movie about their life, and so like this was as much of a moment for them as it was for Will Smith, and like now everyone's only talking about him slapping Chris Rock, and not the fact that he won an Oscar for playing a movie about Venus and
family. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it was a good movie too. It was very good.
It was a very good movie, and he did very well in it. Like, he is a great dramatic actor, but he messed it up last night.
Yep.
Don't forget to send us over your questions so we can answer them here. Bye.